So they had the White Dudes for Harris Zoom call last night. Now, I never got a link for a Zoom call, but they were live streaming it. I watched the stream. Went about 3.5 hours or so, raised about $4 million. They said there's about 160,000 dudes um, on the call, watching the stream. Again, don't know if it was everybody that was just watching the stream or if there was an actual Zoom call and I just missed the link. But it was a really good Zoom call. A lot of people, a lot of presentations. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, Adam Schiff, Governor Tim Walz, Governor Roy Cooper, um, Mark Hamill, and just a lot of people. I know I'm missing a lot of people that were talking and presenting. Um, but there was a common theme, and that was we need to show up and do our part to help elect Kamala Harris. Now, what could that look like? Well, doing your part could be donating. If you can't afford to donate to her campaign, do it. I recommend donating what you can afford if you can afford. Do not do what the MAGA people do and take a mortgage out on your house or something to send the campaign money. I'm not advocating for that. But if you can afford a $10 donation or whatever, donate what you can afford. If you can't afford, but you still want to help, you can volunteer. Go knock on doors. They're doing cold calls and calling people, trying to, drum up support. One of the things that I'm doing is this platform. I'm using my platform to talk about just news in general and the election and politics, but I'm spreading what the good things Kamala Harris and the Democrats are doing, trying to raise awareness and help get the message out there and cut through some of the corporate media BS. Kind of like what I was doing with Biden when the question was whether or not he should step out. Still don't think he needed to, but with the outpouring of support for Kamala Harris, it was definitely the right decision. But I was trying to cut through the media BS of what they were trying to do. And I'm going to keep calling the media out when they aren't covering things like they should. Like they still aren't covering all the negatives about Donald Trump. So that's what I'm doing to help. And if I have more time later on, I will help to volunteer in other ways. Um, Things like that. So just it's about doing what you can to help get Kamala Harris um, elected. If it's sharing podcasters, sharing TikTokers, anybody that you follow, if you know somebody who would enjoy their content, share it. That's was part of the message from the Zoom call was just do what you can to help because with the way this tide and this momentum is rolling, we can get Kamala Harris elected as president, and we all want to do our part to help make it happen. So that was the big recap after 3.5 hours, but they raised about $4 million on that Zoom call. A big night. I don't know if they're going to do another one. I would assume they are, and they're probably going to raise even more money on the next call. So let's just keep the momentum going. Do what you can to help. Like I said, volunteer. You know, donate if you can, and all of that stuff. Really good call. Really glad I was part of it. Um, and look forward to the next one.